Attention, passionate Dallas Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East, and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Dallas Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news. Now, when we talk about the NFC East, it's impossible not to think about the Dallas Cowboys, a franchise that has been woven into the fabric of NFL history. The Cowboys, with their rich tradition, iconic star, and passionate fan base, always seem to be at the center of the divisional drama. But this season, something different is brewing, and it's got the potential to shake things up in ways we haven't seen in years. From roster moves to strategic shifts, the Cowboys are looking to solidify their place at the top. But one story that has been catching everyone's attention lately is the situation surrounding Shilo Sanders, the son of the legendary Deion Sanders, and his recent departure from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers during NFL roster cuts. For the Cowboys faithful, this isn't just a minor transaction. It's a story that could have ripple effects across the NFL, especially when it involves a player with such a high-profile background and a family name that is synonymous with excellence. Shilo Sanders, who gained a lot of attention during his college days at Colorado, where his father Deion Sanders turned the program around and made it a national sensation, recently faced the tough reality of NFL roster cuts. He was waived by Tampa Bay after a preseason filled with moments of brilliance and some controversial incidents. But what does this mean for the Cowboys, and more broadly, for Shilo's future? Well, let us unpack this thoroughly. Shilo Sanders, a talented safety who showcased his skills during his tenure at Colorado, where he finished the 2024 season as one of the team's top defensive players, has been on the radar of NFL scouts for quite some time. His college career was nothing short of impressive, finishing third on the Buffaloes in tackles with 67 total tackles, including 44 solo stops. Shilo demonstrated his physicality, instincts, and football IQ. He also contributed with sacks, forced fumbles, and even a defensive touchdown, making him a versatile and impactful player at the collegiate level. His performances earned him a reputation as a hard hitter and a leader on the field, qualities that NFL teams look for in a safety. However, transitioning from college to the pros is never a straightforward journey, especially in a league as competitive as the NFL. Shilo went undrafted in the 2025 NFL Draft, which was a surprise to many given his production and athletic profile. Instead, he signed with Tampa Bay as an undrafted free agent, eager to prove himself and earn a spot on the roster. Unfortunately, the preseason didn't go entirely as planned. While he had moments of brilliance, there was that one incident that drew significant attention: an ejection in the final preseason game for throwing a punch at Bills tight end Zach Davidson. That moment, which went viral, drew criticism from coaches and fans alike. Tampa Bay's head coach Todd Bowles called it inexcusable, and that certainly didn't help Shilo's case for making the final roster. But here's where it gets interesting for the Cowboys and their fans. Despite that incident, Shilo's overall preseason performance was promising. He showed flashes of the player he was at Colorado: cover skills, tackling, and instincts that would make any NFL team take notice. The Buccaneers, before the ejection, were largely impressed with his play, and the fact that he was waived doesn't necessarily mean the end of the road. It's important to remember that NFL teams often sign players to the practice squad, giving them a chance to develop and potentially be called up during the season. Now, this is where the Dallas Cowboys come into the picture. Jerry Jones, the owner and GM of the Cowboys, has a reputation for being a believer in second chances. He is not shy about giving players another shot, especially if they have talent and the right mindset. And with Deion Sanders, his former star cornerback and current Colorado coach, speaking very highly of his son and his potential, it's no coincidence that Dallas could be a potential landing spot for Shilo. Jones and Deion share a special relationship, built on mutual respect and admiration, and the idea of Shilo joining the Cowboys' practice squad isn't far-fetched. In fact, adding a player with Shilo's profile could generate a lot of buzz and bring a new level of excitement to the Cowboys' defense. But there's more. It's not just about immediate roster needs, it's also about the bigger picture. Deion Sanders, who has been making waves in college football with his charismatic leadership and innovative approach at Colorado, has often expressed his desire to see his sons succeed wherever they go, whether in the NFL or beyond. Shilo, as the oldest son, is a major part of that vision. Dayan has hinted that Shilo might have already considered life after football, and that he is prepared for whatever comes next. That is a powerful message for fans and players alike. It shows resilience, adaptability, and a mindset focused on growth, not just NFL stardom. In fact, Dayan's confidence in his son was evident during a recent press conference at Colorado, where he openly talked about Shilo's mental and physical readiness. He is a man of many talents, Dayan said. He is going to be straight with or without an NFL team. I've prepared my kids for every possible scenario. That kind of perspective is inspiring, especially for fans who understand the grind it takes to succeed in football, whether that is on the field, on social media, or in the many ventures that come after a playing career. Another fascinating aspect of Shilo's journey is the possibility of him returning to Colorado, where his father coaches the Buffaloes. Dayan has made it clear that he values loyalty and family, and Shilo's presence on the team could be a major asset, not only because of his talent, but also because of his familiarity with the program and the culture. The Colorado fan base adores him, and his social media presence has made him a fan favorite. His personality, charisma, and leadership qualities make him a natural influencer, both on and off the field. In today's NFL and college football landscapes, that kind of personality can be a game changer, opening doors for endorsements, media opportunities, and even influencer careers. Now, let us talk about what is next for Shilo Sanders. The landscape is wide open. While the NFL practice squad remains a very real possibility, perhaps with Tampa Bay or even Dallas, Shilo's options extend beyond just football. He has already considered life after football, with plans that include business ventures, media, or community involvement. His social media following, which is significant, indicates he has the charisma and personality to succeed in various fields. Some analysts believe that his future could involve becoming a sports influencer or media personality, leveraging his football background and engaging personality. Back to the NFL, though, there are other teams that could take a chance on Shilo. Besides Tampa Bay and Dallas, other franchises are always on the lookout for talented safeties with upside. But Dallas stands out because of the connection, the history, and the culture that Jerry Jones fosters, one that is known for giving second chances and valuing character. Plus, with the Cowboys' need to bolster their secondary and the potential for Shilo to develop within their system, it is a match that is worth keeping an eye on. And remember, the Cowboys have been working on their roster in the offseason, adding depth and new talent to stay competitive in the NFC. The NFC East is arguably the toughest division in the league, with the Eagles, Giants, and Commanders all making moves. The Cowboys know they need to be at their best, and adding a player like Shilo Sanders, even on the practice squad, could prove to be an ace up their sleeve during the regular season. It is about building depth, nurturing talent, and keeping the locker room motivated. Shilo's resilience, combined with the Cowboys' track record of developing players and giving opportunities, makes this story even more compelling. Now, let us also consider the broader implications for the league. This kind of story, an undrafted player with a famous family name facing adversity and potentially finding a new home, resonates with so many fans. It is the classic tale of perseverance, talent, and opportunity, and it underscores how NFL teams are always looking for that hidden gem, that player who might not have been drafted but has the potential to become a difference maker. For Cowboys fans, it is a reminder that sometimes the best stories are written in the margins, and that the team's success is often linked to these overlooked talents who get their shot at redemption. In terms of the upcoming season, the Cowboys are entering with high expectations. After falling short in the playoffs last year, there is a collective hunger in Dallas to finally bring another Lombardi trophy home. The roster is stacked, but injuries happen, and depth is crucial. Bringing in someone like Shilo Sanders, whether on the practice squad or as a developmental project, could provide that additional spark and motivation within the team. His story, combined with the leadership of players like Micah Parsons, C.D. Lamb, and the coaching of Mike McCarthy, makes for an intriguing narrative that fans will be following closely. And let us not forget the historical context. The Dallas Cowboys have always been a franchise that values legendary figures and iconic moments. The addition of a player with a famous father like Dayan Sanders adds a layer of legacy, continuity, and excitement. It is not just about football. It is about the storylines, the personalities, and the culture that make the NFL so captivating. The Cowboys, with their storied past, are no strangers to turning moments of adversity into opportunities, and Shilo Sanders' journey could very well be another chapter in that legendary saga. As we look ahead, it is clear that the NFL landscape is ever-changing, and stories like this remind us of the human element behind every roster move. It is about hope, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. Whether Shilo finds a home in Dallas, Tampa Bay, or somewhere else, what's certain is that his journey isn't over. The NFL has a way of rewriting stories, and Cowboys fans love a good comeback story. So keep your eyes peeled because the next chapter might just be written in Big D. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let's continue with the big reveal. To wrap this up, what do you think, Cowboys Nation? Are we seeing a new chapter unfold with Shilo Sanders? Could he be the missing piece in Dallas' quest for another Super Bowl? Or is his future headed in a different direction, maybe back to college or even into the media world? Whatever happens, one thing is for sure. Cowboys fans will be watching closely, supporting every step of his journey. The NFL is a league of stories, and this one is just getting started. So stay tuned because I'll be right here, bringing you the latest updates, deep dives, and all the exciting news from the world of Dallas Cowboys football. Your passion fuels this community, and together we are part of something bigger, something legendary. Thanks for being here, and as always, go Cowboys.